Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. Welcome to Thursday. My name is Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us for the middle part of the day. It's kind of like the calm before the storm, because a little bit later on, with it being Thursday, 6 o'clock, you know what happens. It is cartload time. It's going to be me and Craig a little bit later on for cartload. 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Make sure you join us for that. It's going to be an unbelievable show. It's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. Deals galore. Right now, though, as I said, it's that sort of calming, sort of peaceful part of the day where we bring you our award-winning show, our craft along. Oh yeah, award-winning and everything. Oh yeah, it is. Where we are going to be making a project in real time. We're going to be using the Confetti Border dies today. So two things here. If you've already got them, hopefully you've got them out ready and you are getting ready to craft away with us. If you haven't yet got them, you've got the opportunity to pick them up during this show. And if you love them, you can come back and you can do this craft along at a time to suit you, because of course it will always stay there on YouTube and stay there on Facebook for you as well. Now, we've got a fantastic guest who I'll introduce you to in just a little while. Superstar Susie over on the socials as well, so she'll be sending in all your comments. Any questions, fire them in, particularly if you are crafting along as well. If you need to, anything repeated, need to re-see anything, you can ask. Here's the thing though. If you were watching Wake Up Call this morning, you'll know that Craig, who is leading the craft along, he had his review, his yearly review, and obviously a couple of bits sort of didn't quite go to plan in the first show. He went in for his review at 2:15. It's only scheduled for about 15 minutes. Let's ask him how he got on. Okay, so it appears that Craig is currently is still not. It was only scheduled for 15 minutes or so. So, Craig, what? Just what? I tell you what. Whilst we wait and see if Craig is going to join us. I don't think the review was going to go that bad, to be honest with you. Should we have a look? We need to fill a bit of time here, guys. Should we get the list up? I mean, Craig would normally do that, but he's not. I hope he's. Oh dear. Let's have a look and see what you're going to need for the craft along. Let's get the. There we go, guys. I'll just fill for a sec. Craig, let's get the details up. So you are going to need, if you're taking part in the craft along, your confetti border dice. So you'll need the confetti sprinkle, your party time, your spots and dots, and twinkle twinkle. I suppose if you don't have necessarily those ones, you can use others that you've got within the collection. You'll need your Simply Sentiment stamp set, your stitched fancy square dies, and also from the water reactive ink pads, your fuchsia, lemon tonic, and parakeet. That is, of course, if you're going to follow this step by step by step. If you've got other colours you want to use, of course, it's over to you on that one. He's still not here, guys. Is he going to be? Oh, next page, additional elements which are always going to be handy. Your die cutting machine, your G2. You'll need your large guillotine. You'll need your Score Master scoreboard. You'll need your magnetic stamping platform, and then kind of the usual things like your scissors. You'll need a pokey tool. You need your tacky glue. Any sign of him yet, guys? I'm running out of things to read out here. You'll need your tape pen, red liner tape. I'm padding, foam pads, and your cling film, or your saran wrap if you're in the US. And last but by no means least, anytime now, hopefully we'll be here. Yeah, you are going to need your waterproof ink pad in the Noir Black, your Neon Dreams 12x12 paper pad, along with your Botanic Garden, your Rainbow Pearlescent 12x12 paper pad, your Luxury Mixed 12x12 cardstock in the pastels, some Centura Pearl in your Solar Gold, multi-purpose card, and your white linen card too. Well, he's still not here. I will get myself over the other side of the studio. Oh,
it's all right. It's all right.
Oh, thank goodness. That took a little bit longer than anticipated.
Oh, you're not joking either, are you?
They got my feedback then.
Your feedback on me is the one that's taking the whole amount of time here.
They didn't give you a bit of paper or anything like that you need to... No, you're all good, are you?
I'm all good.
Yeah.
I think I'm all good. No paper, although I am now on cartload tonight.
Hey! Hey!
I am on Cartload, so I don't know if that is a good thing or if that is a bad thing. I don't know if that's going in my favour or not, Ben.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've now come out of my yearly review.
And you passed?
Having, been asked to do Cartload tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that. Do you know what? I would rather be here doing an extra show than be walking out that door with my P45.
There you go.
So I'm here.
There was no doubt in our mind, guys, was there, that he was going to pass his review? And you can imagine the conversation, can't you? Any chance of any chance of a pay rise? Well, no pay rise, but what we can do for you is give you Cartload tonight with Ben. How's about that? Ben, a pay rise? Who needs a pay rise? We can do another show with Ben. Marvellous stuff. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thank you. I just caught the back end there as I was walking in there, you reading out the shopping list. So thank you for that one. Yeah. Shall we have a look before we dive straight in?
And we've got to say hello to our guest as well in a minute.
We've got to say, I know, we're going to say hello just in a sec. What we'll do then is let's show you, this is going to be the craft along that we are making here. So not just any box, it's like an exploding box. I've popped some white chocolate bars, are the smaller ones that you get in there. Little box in there as well within the middle. I've put some of our white chocolate lint balls in there. It would fit a Yankee Candle votive, as we were saying within Wake Up Call this morning. And please don't be daunted by it. This is very, very repetitive. It really, really is. Going to go in with the layers, the mats and layers, doing a little bit of inking and die cutting, and that's what we're going to do within the craft along.
Excellent stuff. Already in with us is Kim and Liz R. Hi to Jay Pressy, who says, I'm excited to learn how to make this box. I think it's awesome. Let us know if you're crafting along. Sarah Brown says, hello again. I'm back for more fun, now 2 a.m. Deborah Spencer says, greetings from Texas. I'll be listening whilst I drive. I didn't want to miss these two. Lol. Gail Moore joins us from Maryland. Jeffrey Langley's in saying happy day, Ben and Craig and Superstar Susie and all the team. We have got Jamie and Dean in the gallery. You got hello and hello, mate, in the gallery. Beverly Bryant says hello from a sunny, chilly, oh, how do you say that? Otaric, Canada. Polly Coe's in from Blountstown, Florida. And Christy Mahoney says, yay, Craig is back. No doubt. Craig must have gotten a huge review. He looks happy. It was a lot. I sent a lot of feedback.
I'm just happy to still be in a job.
It was all good feedback from me. I don't know what the feedback was like from the rest of the team, but my feedback was good. Kathy Lear says, woot woot, Craig on Cartload, Ben and Craig Cartload coming at you. And Caroline Hanley says, howdy again, busy watching the show whilst crafting along, making Christmas cards. We have got a very special guest joining us for this show. Delighted to, I love it when we do a craft along and we have a guest. And more often than not, we've had a guest on recent ones. And I know we're not supposed to have favourites. But one of my absolute favourites is back today for, I think, only her second ever craft along. One of the most bubbly, smiley, happy people that we have on our craft alongs. Let's say hello to the marvellous Sarah Leahy. How are you, Sarah?
I'm good, how are you?
We're all good, thank you very much indeed. Thankfully, Craig has returned, because otherwise it would have been me and you doing the craft along, and that might have been interesting, I think. What do you think?
Yeah.
Have you got all your bits and pieces ready and you ready to go?
Yes.
Excellent. And am I right in thinking, so the last one you did, was that with me?
Yes.
And can you remember when that was? Because my memory's terrible. How many months ago was it?
I don't know. 6 months maybe?
Back when? About 6 months
6
ago.
months.
Wow, okay. And of course you've got everything ready. And you've got your helper there again this time, have you? There we go, there's Mum with a little wave. We never see her on camera, but we always get a little wave. So you've got all your bits and pieces ready. Have you got your chocolate to put into the box after you've made it?
Yes.
Okay, and what is your choice of chocolate going to be? Let's have a look. Here it comes. You know me, more than anything, I don't want to see the box, just want to see what the chocolate is. What sort of chocolate is it?
Oh, nice.
What is it?
It's that lint balls.
Oh, you've got the lint balls as well. Nice one. All right. Save a few for me, Sarah.
Okay.
Right, well, listen, Sarah, you know how this works. You have fun, you craft along with us. If you get stuck at any point or if you need something answered, you give us a wave because you're in the VIP seats and we'll get cracking. Are you ready to go?
Yes, thank you.
Excellent, right. We're ready. Sarah's ready. Are you ready?
I'm all ready.
All right, well, let's do this thing. Off we go. If you're crafting along with us, fire the questions and comments through. Where do we start then, Craig?
Right, so we're going to start with the actual outer panels of the box. So we're going to take our white multi-purpose cardstock and we're going to go in with our guillotine. So the panels I'm away to cut now, we need 4 of them. So we need 4 panels that are 8 1/4 inches by 3 1/2 inches. So let's open up our guillotine. Now, as you can see, when it comes to the length of our actual A4 cardstock, it is exactly 8 1/4 inches. So therefore, I'm going to turn it around and we're going to cut that to 3 1/2.
Okay.
So we're going to go 3 1/2. So that's 3 1/2 by 8 1/4 inches. So we're going to move that along and we're going to do another one at 3 1/2, like that. And then we're going to take our next one and we're going to do that at 3 1/2.
Okay.
And then we just need to bring in one other sheet so that we can get our 4th one. So we're keeping it at the 8 1/4 inches and then we're going to cut at 3 1/2 inches.
Okay.
So we're going to go into here and then we're going to cut. So that's then given us our 4 panels that are 8 1/4 inches by 3 1/2 inches. We're going to score them just in a second, but while we're here with our white multi-purpose, we're going to cut 2 pieces that are 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. This is for the base. So we're going to go 3 1/2 and then 3 1/2, and then we're just going to take that extra bit there and we're going to do the same. So we're at 3 1/2.
And we'll go over these measurements again in a second.
We will do,
Don't worry,
absolutely, yeah.
falling
One thing I
behind.
always try and do, Ben, when it comes to my craft along, is for some people it might be really repetitive, but for a lot of people it really is essential just to keep going
Yeah.
over. And then after the craft along, Ben, what I'll do is I'll then post them on my Facebook page
Oh,
as well
nice.
for you to follow after. So the panels again, Ben, 4 of them that you need, white multi-purpose, and the 4 of them are 8 1/4 inches by 3 1/2 inches.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to the base, we need 2 of them that are 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. So that's the main panel, and that is the main construction of your actual box.
Okay.
So let's go in with our scoreboard. I'm just bringing in my big score because I can't find our score master, our smaller one. Doesn't matter, does the same job. Then we're going to take the 4 panels that we've got here. Now at first, what we're going to do is we're going to turn that on its side there, and then we're going to score. So what we're wanting to do when it comes to this one, oh, thank you.
Sorry, it was up your jumper.
Is that where it was?
Yeah.
Thank you. There we go. It's just a little bit better. It's not as big and bulky. So he's a good egg.
He's
he
a good
really,
egg.
really
Remember that from my
is.
review, which I've just heard is coming next.
Right, it's yours next, is it?
Apparently.
There we go. Right, it's only going to be positive things.
Better, because that's all I said about you. No negativity. All love.
That's not what they read your feedback about me.
Was it not?
I know they're not meant to mention names when it comes to the feedback paragraph that they read, but Johnny did read your name and what you said.
That's a bit awkward, that, isn't it?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Cannot stand the guy.
a lot
The
of
less shows
persuading.
with him, the better. Please don't put him on cartload tonight.
The only reason I agreed for cartload tonight, not because it was because of Ben, but because it's helping Leanne out. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
So let's go in with our panels. So these are the 4 panels. So these are the ones that are 8 1/4 by 3 1/2. Yeah. So what we're going to do is, and I just do it this way, we're going to go up to the 7-inch mark and we're going to score. So we're going to score at the 7-inch. Now we're going to do that on all of them, well, all 4 anyway. So we're going to go in and then we're going to score at 7 1/2.
Okay.
Now you can't, I don't want to overcomplicate this. You could score, because essentially, if I scored at 7 1/2, that's 1 1/4 inches that you've got at the end there,
Yeah.
because it's 8 1/4. You could, if you wanted to, score at the 1 1/2, but it's just, for me, in my mind, the way that I work it out, it's just easy to line it up and then score at the actual length we're wanting to fold at. So again, that's 7-inch, and then we're going to do the same when it comes to our next one. So we're taking our last one in, and then we're going to score. These are going to be our glue tabs. Now, don't worry, the glue tabs here, they are purposely, the reason I've done it purposely, for them to be thicker, Ben, so that's creating extra strength and stability to the base. So instead of it maybe just being 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch strip when it comes to the glue tab, I've made it 1 1/4 inch, so the way that we fold it all together is giving that base extra strength and stability.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and we're going to fold them back on themselves just now. And then before we actually go along and then fold, I'm going to just stop there because I think Sarah's got her hand up, is she?
Yeah, she has. Here we go. This is what we're here for if you're in the VIP seats. Hello, Sarah, you okay? What's the question?
What's the size of the square ones?
The size of the square ones?
Yes, please.
The square. So the size of the square, Sarah, was 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So the square. So you're wanting 2 of them. 2 of those squares that are 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches.
Thank you.
Okay,
Well done, Sarah.
you're
All good.
welcome.
Excellent stuff. Great use of the VIP seats. That's why we have
Definitely.
them. That's why we have them.
That's what absolutely, that's what we're here for. Any questions? Just ask Sarah and anyone else. Anyone else? So there are our 4 panels now, Ben. So once again, each of these were 8.25 inches by 3.5.
Yep.
Then I've popped it up against my box lid side. So if I bring that back in, I've gone up to my box lid side, and then I've scored at 7 inch. And I've done that with all 4 of them. And then the only thing I'm going to do at this moment in time is if I bring my scissors, and what we'll do, Ben, is we'll do this step, we'll construct the base, and then if I go back to you, give anyone a chance to catch up.
Good idea.
So we'll finish kind of this construction of the box.
Good idea.
Because this bit is repetitive. Now within this one here, all that you're wanting to do is just cut a little bit of an angle, just at each side here. Now don't worry about the thickness of the angle. Don't worry if it's too much or too little. It's just you're wanting to create just a little angle. So we're just going to go from the edge up to that score line. So what I've got in front of me here, we can see I've got my score line in front of me. So I'm just angling my scissors and I'm cutting to that score line and then to that score line. And then we're going to do that last one. Now the reason I'm doing that is because, Ben, that's going to be the tab for my base.
Okay.
Now there's a potential that you might see it just popping out from the edge. So therefore, if we kind of do a little, they call it chamfered edge? Chamfered edge?
A what?
Chamfered edge.
A champagne edge?
Chamfered.
Chamfered?
Chamfered edge.
I've never heard that expression before.
I'm sure that's what it is. I'm sure that's what it's called.
Chamfered?
Yeah, just creating that little bit of an angle so that what we can then do is then we can come along and then we can then add our glue on. So where we've got our 4 tabs here, I'm going to use my tape runner for this.
Yeah.
Chamfered edge, is it?
A chamfer is a slope cut at any right-angled edge of a workpiece.
Right.
Sort of. We've got another question. Oh, this is brilliant. Here we go.
Love it.
Back to the VIP box. What's your question, Sarah?
Measurement. What's the measure for stone?
We're in the panels.
The measurement
for the panels.
Panels.
Rightio. So you're wanting 4 of them, and you want them to be 8.25 inches by 3.5 inches. So that's 8.25.
Oh, and then the score.
By 3.5. And then once you've done that, you want to turn it on its side and pop it up against the box lid side and score at 7 inches.
Okay, so 7 inches on all of them?
On all 4 of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We good, Sarah?
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. I love this. You're keeping him busy. This is what I like.
This is what I like as
Keep
well.
him on his toes, Sarah. Keep asking the questions. I love this.
As you said,
all right.
that's what we're here for.
Exactly
It's
right.
Exactly what we're here for.
Right. Okay.
So when we've got all 4 of them, and you can see we've got the 4 of them and we've got our tabs. So I've put my glue on one of them just now. So all that we're going to do, Ben, is we're just going to line them up. So we're going to do one there. So as you can see, we've now got that fold around. So we're going to repeat that on all 3 of them. So we're just going to add our adhesive onto each of the tabs. So it's just on each of the individual tabs, and then we're just going to then pop that in and press. We're going to come in with our next one, and we're just going to then go along and we're going to add our tape on, and then we're going to go and add that up to our score line. And then we're going to come in with our final one. And this is what I meant by the reason that I wanted the glue tabs, Ben, to be 1 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
Is so it's creating that extra strength. So
I've got
therefore, when I turn this around, you will see, look at the strength that we've got because they all overlap. It's really strong, it's reinforced. But to reinforce that even more, this is when the second one comes in.
I've got
Not only that does it reinforce it, you're creating a sandwich, you're creating that strength and that stability, but you're hiding the workings. So we're going to go in, we're going to add our tape or your chosen adhesive onto the back. We're then going to come along, we're going to pop that over the top there. We're going to press, give that a really good press and rub, build up that heat if you're using the tape runner. And then there we go, we've got the workings of our inner box all ready to go.
That's great.
You've got that incredibly strong base because we've got our first square, we've got our overlay of the glue tabs, and then we've got that base layer underneath. So you've got a strong, sturdy. So that's essentially, that's 2 layers of 300 GSM with the square. So there's 600 GSM. Then you think of the layers that we've overlapped as well. So that's potentially, we could then, essentially on some parts, we could be saying that's about 1020 GSM.
Yeah.
Extra strong strength. So I'll leave it at that. So just very quickly, once again, Ben, 4 tabs that were 8 1/4 inches by 3 1/2. And then what you wanted to do is you wanted to put them up against the box lid and then score at 7 inches. And then your actual square here, you want 2 of them that are 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 inches. And then we just overlay and build up the base. And that is the point that we're at now.
Brilliant. I tell you what, I'll go through the deal with you, so we get a bit of time for everyone to catch up and a bit of a break. For a few hellos as well. Lovely audience today. We got, I sound like Brucey then, didn't I? Oh, I love the audience. All right, my loves. Good game. So much better than the last craft along. We've got Kirsty D with us saying good afternoon, everyone. Rosalind Russells from Maryland, hello. Stephanie Theodos in Farmingdale, New Jersey, hi. Hi also to Karen Wells Sorrell, who joins us from Kentucky. Hi, Karen. Hi to Candy in Portland, Oregon. Hi to Wendy, who says good afternoon, Ben, Craig, Team Social, Crafters TV, and all the crafters. Hi to Stephanie, who says, hi, Susie. The boys are back together. Good luck with that. Susie, are you on cartload as well later on? I bet you think, oh, it'd be nice to relax later. Ben and Leanne. Little did you know. Mary Shaw says, good morning, afternoon, everyone. Really looking forward to the craft along. Hi, Betty Weaver in Idaho. And Wendy Graham says, I'm going to make this box for my sister when she goes into hospital for her knee replacement operation in January. Well, that's a marvellous thing to do. And you can pop a few treats in there and send her our best wishes, won't you, Wendy? Hopefully that operation goes really, really well. And Susie says, yes, I am on cartload later on. You lucky, lucky person, Susie, eh? Right, let's have a look at the complete collection of your confetti border dies. Again, if you want to pick and choose these, you can. However, best to go for the full collection because you're going to get all 12 of these at that knockdown price. So you're saving $35.88 or $44.40. Platinum price is £48 or $60. And in case I didn't mention it at the top of the show, I don't think I did, we've still got that postage incentive as well. So it's free UK shipping. So free shipping for you here in the UK. If you're picking this up in the US as well, it's free US shipping when you spend over 50. Boom. And if you're in the EU, free shipping over €20. So all of that there for you, just to kind of consider. It runs until the 18th of December. Here are all the designs that you're going to get though, and they are really different. I think, you know what, kind of for all sorts of different projects. And as we saw earlier on a wake-up call, if you didn't join us, go back and watch the show with Craig. 2 fantastic demos using a selection of these different dyes. I love the demos when we see just a beautiful background curated, like a watercolor background, a bit of die cutting these out, placing them on top with a beautiful sentiment maybe a little embellishment, you're away. Really, really quick, easy, elegant cards with this set. And of course, you've got all of the sort of waste elements that you can keep for future projects or piece those back in. You know, do some colouring with these, multi-cut them into a beautiful background, as we're doing here. You know, use them on your construction pieces as well and cut them into your box lids. They are so multifunctional, these, and a really lovely set, as you can see, of different designs, from the foliage there to the party time. That's all the balloons and the stars. You've got this beautiful set here of your spots and dots. Then we have got this one, which is the confetti sprinkles, so almost like someone's just let off a big confetti cannon. Then you've got your twinkle twinkle, so that's all the stars, obviously. You've got the beautiful set of dragonflies, which is called just soaring dragonflies. These are the ones which initially appeared on HSN, actually, not here on Crafters TV, so you might not have seen these previously. Pretty petals. This one here is your stunning autumnal leaves, and then lastly in the collection is your laurel leaves. £48 for the set, as I've said, or $60 if you're a platinum member. You can pick all of those up, and then of course we'll get these out to you, and then you can come back and watch this craft along at a later date, and then you can get crafting along and make the project. Nee Connie says, yeehaw, my Uber ever fave duo. Thank you. Ben and Craig are on. This is a treat, because I was just popping in to say hello from sunny New Jersey. My Batman and Robin and the Gotham Council, which is the CTV team. Yes, I'm Batman. I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman. And you're Robin. Oh! Just before we go to a break.
No, you're the Joker.
You're the Joker. We got a question. To the bat phone. Sarah's got her hand up again just before we get to the break. What's your question, Sarah?
What step is after this one?
Oh, what's the step after that one?
Perfect. Rightio, Sarah, so if you've got those two squares that are 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches, awesome. So that little tab that you've got on that other bit of cardstock, that little tab there, you want to put some glue onto that tab, and then you want to put that square over the top, and then you want to do that all 3 times, all the way round.
Okay.
Okay, you're welcome. That's it.
There we go, yeah. And then that creates the fold down element there. My youngest graduates from American University this Sunday, says Olga Vasquez. And Stephanie Theodore says, Craig and Ben, I really like your jumpers today. Very festive. My grandsons would love the Batman. If you want to pick this one up, by the way, I just got it off that, that website, the one that begins with an A, ends in an N. It's a good one, isn't it? And Superstar Susie says, I'm so lucky. That's the fact that she's on with us tonight. I feel like I've won the lottery. Woo-hoo. I can't. Jamie Vision Mixer says, I feel like that's said sarcastically. I think, Jamie, it was said with love. We'll never know. Let us go for a quick little break then. Give us opportunity to get you all cut up. If you've got any more questions as well, if you are crafting along, like Sarah, feel free to give us a little wave digitally, of course. We'll get your questions answered, and we'll come back with the next part of your craft along in about 4 minutes' time.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the product.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special, 100%, it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafts Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate. Thinking dough might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place. Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
Went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. We are having the best show. We're having fun. It's all very educational, all very entertaining. We've got the smiliest guest, I think, that we ever have on Craft Alongs. And you guys are loving the show. Sarah Brown says, oh my gosh, you guys are making me laugh. You're both flaming galahs, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. Love you both. Well, we love you too, you flaming galah. And hi to Kirsty D, who says, I've just caught Ben out of the corner of my eye, and I thought he was Neil Buchanan from Art Attack. I had to look twice. Must be the red jumper. He always used to wear the red jumper, didn't he?
Yeah. This is an Art Attack. This is an Art Attack. This is Art Attack.
I used to love the one
You're so like Neil Buchanan.
Yeah. I used to love when they used to do the thing at the end, and he used to create like a massive piece on like a football field, and you had to work out what he was making.
Incredible guy, yeah.
So good. Thank you for that, CD. We're like, so alike. We like the same things as kids, and brother from another mother.
Really are.
Right, we're all caught up, and I think we need to crack on, don't we?
I think we definitely do. Yeah. We definitely do now. Right, this is going to be my Art Attack when it comes to the Craft Along. Right, let's take our 12 by 12 lilac cardstock. So we're taking lilac 12 by 12.
Sorry. Dean's just sent. I just got a. Dean's just showing a picture. It is Neil Buchanan. Which one's Ben? Which one's Neil? There you go.
That's uncanny.
You decide. That is so funny.
That is brilliant.
Yes.
Oh, I wonder if I've got time to go home in the next break to get something that I've got at home.
What?
What I was telling you in that last
do
break
it.
there.
You got. Oh no, it's only an hour.
I know, but it only takes me 10 minutes to get home.
Well, I could start cartload off if you get stuck.
Right, okay, I'm going to do it. Right, okay, for those that are serious and following, I know you're having fun, but let's get back to this craft along here. So, 12 by 12. I've got my 12 by 12 lilac, and then I've got my 12 by 12 page from the Neon Dreams. I've then also got my deep purple 12 by 12, and then I've also got my 12 by 12, this one here being from the Botanic Garden. That one is from the Rainbow. So we've got all of these. So let's stick with these ones here. So when it comes to the lilac, and you need, of course, the Botanic. So these are the two purples. So these ones, we're going to need 4 pieces each.
Yep.
So let's start with the lilac. So we're going to need 4 pieces that are 6 3/4 by 3 1/4. So let's do the 3 1/4 first. So we're going to go 3 1/4. Let's take that one there. So 3 1/4 by 6 3/4. So 6 3/4. We're going to do that once again. So I'm going to turn it that way to get the best out of my cardstock. So 3 1/4. Line that up by 6 3/4, like so. We're going to do that once again. So this is still the lilac. So 3 1/4, like so. And then 6 3/4. And then we're going to do exactly the same. So that's 4 pieces of the lilac that are 3 1/4 by 6 3/4.
Okay.
So there we go. So once again, lilac cardstock, 4 pieces. It's 6 3/4 by 3 1/4. Don't gut these, because this is also going to create strength and stability for when we build the box.
Okay.
Then what we want to do is we want to get our purple, and we want exactly the same measurements, 4 exactly the same. So we're going to go back in. So let's go along. So that is 3 1/4 by 6 3/4. Let's bring our card in, and then we're going to do 3 1/4, 6 3/4. Wouldn't be a craft along without lots of mats and layers from me.
That's it.
3 1/4.
Should have done it. I should have taken Sarah's advice and I should have done it myself. Should have got all my own cardstock and sorted it out. I could have done this.
You can do it at home.
Next time. What's that?
You can do it at home.
I can. Yeah, I can do it. But it's not the same. It's not the same as craft along with you and Sarah.
No, I know what you mean.
You know.
So we've got our lilac and our purple, 4 sheets of each, and each of these ones here, Ben, these are 3 1/4 inches by 6 3/4. So that's those ones. So let's set that to the side. We're then going to come along and we're going to bring in our other pattern paper. So from the Botanic and then also from the Neon Dreams. So let's start with the Neon Dreams. So these ones, we also need 4 sheets each, and we're going to cut them to 6 1/2. So let's go up to, so let's actually start at the smaller one. So we're going to go 3 inches by 6 1/2, because that will be, Ben, 1/4 inch smaller than the layer that we've just done there. So do another 3 with these. So do my Botanic Garden first. So we're going to go 3 inches by 6 1/2, like so. 3 inches by 6 1/2, like so. And then last one for now, from the Neon Dreams, 3 inches by 6 1/2, So now we've got 4 panels, Neon Dreams, and then we've gone with these ones here. We've gone 3 inches by 6.5. And what we need to do is we need to do exactly the same when it comes to our Botanic Garden 12 by 12.
Yeah.
So let's go in 3 inches, Ben, by 6.5, and I'm going to do that 4 times.
I think as well, if you, well, not I think, I know, if you want to pick up any great deals on cardstock, certainly the Neon Dreams, as you can see there on screen, available as part of our 3 for 2 on Cartload later on. We've also got a lot of the cardstock that Craig's been using, the Botanic Gardens, the Ditzy Florals, the Rainbow as well, in kind of various configurations over on the Cartload show. So do have a look. I think a lot of them are actually in that 3 for 2 deal as well. So worth having a little bit of a browse and a peruse. Ready for Cartload later with me and Craig now, because Craig stepped in for Leanne this evening, so that'll be fun.
Stepping in for Leanne, so yeah. All right, let's bring these in. So there we've got our lilac with our Neon Dreams, and then I've got my actual, well, my Botanic Garden pattern paper. So I've got my Rainbow 12 by 12 with my Botanic Garden. So that's me got these ones here. And then while we are just cutting these ones, what we want to do is we want to then do a couple of layers as well for when it comes to the base. So before we do that, let's actually mat and layer these together and add them onto our box.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do with these ones just now, Ben, is just simply mat and layer one on top of the other that we can see here. That one onto that one onto that one, and then I'm going to do the same with these ones here. So nothing that you'll have not done before. All that I'm doing is mat and layer, and then I'll add them onto the box in a minute.
And what's quite nice about this is once you've got the construction of the box, which you've already shown us, and you might already be doing this at home, by the way, already, and obviously Craig suggested the cardstock and the paper that he's using as well, but you can obviously choose what papers you're using, what cardstock you're using, because once you've got the construction, you know, you can make this box with completely different papers, can't you? And,
of course you can.
And use a different one of the Confetti Border dies. You know, I think craft alongs like this are brilliant for the fact that once you've got the construction, the idea, then you choose the decoration.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. As you said, it's all about the construction of the actual box itself, and yeah, different pattern papers. You might want to do inky backgrounds, Ben.
Yeah.
And then do that. Of course, we'll do a little bit of inky for our actual little pockets for our sweetie bars.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you can go to town. And here, I've used the actual Botanic Garden, the actual pattern paper, the Botanic Garden, on the Rainbow. You might want to mix and match. You might want to put it onto the lilac and vice versa. You've got that option. It's entirely up to you. And that's the thing when it comes to the craft-alongs. Whether you're crafting along with us live or whether you're going to be coming back and doing it, you can then adapt it. You can adapt it whichever way you want, maybe because you just want to do something different or use something different, or it could be you've not got the Botanic Garden, it's just, you said. So bring it, might be wildflower. You might want to bring your wildflower paper. So, or might be Ditzy Floral.
Might be, see what you did there?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
On the
Could
screen.
Be that. Could be that.
Oh, hang on. We have another question. How quick was I on that? I am like a moth to a flame. As quick as the hand goes up, I'm there. So, how are you getting on, Sarah? You got a question?
What the measurements set to what?
The measurements for
the second one.
Oh, the second one. So the second mat and layer.
So the second mat and layer, rightio. So let me bring in these two here. So that second mat and layer that I done there that you can see, which is with our pattern paper, you'll see here, you'll just be able to see it just in a second. There you go. So when it comes to that second one, these are going to be 6.5 inches by 3 inches. So that's going to be your second one.
Okay.
So that's 6.5 by 3 inches.
Okay, and that was to go over the...
So that's then going to go over
right.
the first one that we cut that you can see there.
Yeah.
And that first one, that was 6 3/4 and by 3 1/4.
3 1/4, yeah.
Yep.
Excellent stuff.
There we go.
I think it's just one of those things again, isn't it? You say quite repetitive, but it's just remembering the measurements But like you said, you're going to pop this down onto your Facebook page after as well.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. We'll pop that on, so then anyone can copy and paste it and print it and adapt it and change it if they want to.
Yeah.
But
Does it take you long to come up with your craft-alongs?
Yeah. Yeah. And the only reason being is I love them, Ben. They're not my comfort zone.
No.
They're not my comfort zone when it comes to step-by-step tutorial, methodical step-by-step, methodical like Michelle will do, or Jan with the demos. Do you know what I mean? I just love watching, I love watching them all, but Michelle and Jan, the way how methodical that they are in that step-by-step, for me, it takes a lot of thinking, a lot of
You're
thinking.
a bit more of an off-the-cuff sort of crafter, aren't you?
Yes.
You love the shows, and this is no word of a lie. We've gone into shows previously, both you and I know you'll have done it with other people, where we know what's on the show, but Craig won't have sort of anything specific in his mind, and we just sort of go with the flow and, sort of go with what you want to see. And I think you're very good at that, aren't you? And that's your comfort there, and just going, okay, well, let's just do this off the cuff. Let's improvise. Yeah, I try to. What I will say is I never go in and do something completely blank.
No.
Now, what I mean by that is I might not have anything I'll try. If, for instance, you just said there, right, we're going into the show, this has been added, can you do something? I'll try and take 2 or 3 minutes. Maybe I'll just stand to the side on my own, and I'll have a think, right, what can I do? If I jot something down, that's great. So I try going in having a rough idea, but sometimes they're some of the fun ones. Yeah. They're some of the fun ones. And I can spend a day and a half on one project, and I can spend half an hour on a project, and I can bet your bottom dollar I'll prefer the project that I've done within half an hour than a day and a half. Because sometimes the quick and simple are some of the most effective ones. Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Let us know how you craft at home. Are you a bit more of a methodical crafter, or are you someone who just sort of sits down and, sees what comes out, sees sort of how you feel in the moment? I'd be interested to know. But we're still Matt and Larry. Looks like Sarah's getting on very well there. So you've got your box out now. So I have done. So this is going to be the actual inside that you can see here. So the inside, let us add our deep purple panels. So we're going to add these ones all the way round. So the deep purple are going to go onto the inside, Ben. Yep. And then the lilac with the neon dreams, they're then going to go onto the outside. Okay. So just keeping in mind, inside is as if we're folding it upwards. Yeah. So then therefore the deep purple's on the inside, and outside is of course the actual outside. And I know that might sound a little bit stupid, but you just need to, and I mean stupid as in me thinking stupid. Sometimes you just need to remember the way that your box or your project is opening. Oh, yeah, so I totally get that. That's why. If you got it the other way round, it's no big deal. No. Still going to look stunning, still going to look lovely. But yeah, I just like to open up the actual panels just to make sure that I've got them in the right way. So let's take our last one. And I think what we'll do, but I've still got a fair bit to do. I think if I do my matting layer on the outside, and I think, although it's been quite repetitive, I think if we give everyone just a little chance to catch up if needed, and then we can move on to the next bit. Because the next bit, what we'll do is we'll start to use our confetti border dies to cut into. So we're just going to go onto the outside. Okay. We're going to add these in, and then I'm going to add these 3 onto the outer edge, and then we can take that little bit of a break, and then move on to the next bit. Let us know as well, even if you're not crafting along right now, do let us know if you plan on doing this at a later date. And as always, if you do, then make sure you tag us in your projects as well, because it's always lovely to sort of, wake up first thing and see that you've been tagged in loads of different posts and see all of the things that you guys have created. Kirsty Hingston says, I'm making this with Christmas papers. I'm going to make this for my hubby on Christmas Eve. It's been a very hard year for me, and my hubby has been there for me. He is my rock. Well, that's amazing. Kirsty, let us know what you're going to pop inside the box as well. Whilst Craig is just sticking his... Oh, we can have a quick look at this. So, yeah, so that's the outer edge done, Ben, and then as I fold it over, so that's it done on the inside. So as we see, if we start to fold it up, that's how it's going to start to come together, and we'll leave it at that point just now for you guys to catch up. If you need to get caught up. If you're already caught up, you can go and put the kettle on. Oh, there you go. Marvellous. Are you... putting the kettle on? Well, yeah, because you're caught up, aren't you?
Excuse me, I've got a lot of tidying and that to do here. I made the kettle. I made the kettle. I made the cuppy and wake up call.
You made the cuppy and wake? Oh yeah, you did.
Yes, it did.
I'll go and make you a cuppy in a minute.
That would be grand.
Tracy's
not in today.
2 sugars, no milk.
That's right. Yeah, weak. Just dip the tea bag in.
Oh yeah.
Dip it.
Dip.
Dip.
Dap.
Dip me.
Dap me. And how do I like my coffee?
You like yours with a lot of coffee and a lot of milk.
Yes. No sugar.
Oh, well, I know that, otherwise I would have said sugar.
Yeah, Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie. Jamie.
Wee Jamie. Should we have a look at some other bits and pieces that we can offer you from the show? Oh, one of my absolute favourite 12x12 pads is this one. It is the Make and Send pad. This is the Winter Wishes. These are incredible because what they allow you to do, not only to construct your card and decorate it, and have your insert, but also have your envelope as well. You've got everything that you need in one 12x12 pad there. I think they're brilliant, particularly if you're a little bit like me and you love to use like our craft kits or you love to use like those sort of pre-done boxes. This is brilliant. It's almost like a craft kit in a pad, if you like, because everything is there. All you'll need is a bit of adhesive, something to cut the various layers with. So whether you use your scissors or a guillotine, it's entirely up to you. But they're brilliant, honestly. For quick, easy cards, fantastic. If you're new to crafting as well, absolutely brilliant. $15.99 or $19.99 platinum price on that. One of our, I think, most popular card pads is this next one. Your 12x12 mixed cardstock pad. I think this is the one that Sarah's been using actually. It's the Regal Rose Gold. Yeah, I can see her nodding. There we go. It's the Regal Rose Gold. So you've got a selection of that sort of pearlized card, the 12 sheets of that. And then you've also got 12 sheets of our fantastic glitter cardstock. It's amazing because you get all of the sparkle, you get all of the shimmer and the shine, but it's encapsulated. So you get none of the fuss and none of the kind of glitter flaking away and getting all over the place. So it's a fantastic pad from that point of view. 250 GSM, so construction weight cardstock again, and at £15.99 or $18.36, it's a brilliant price. And then you've also got your Neon Dreams 12x12 paper pad. So again, you might want to pick this one up. It is a sensational pad. The colours are fantastic. The designs are amazing. This is the one that you guys voted. You actually love the B side more than the A side. It is a very, very beautiful, bright, bold paper pad. I say paper pad, it's cardstock. It's 300 GSM, $15.99 or $19.96. And then we've also got the Ditzy Florals. A lot of these, as I say, are in that 3 for 2 as part of Cartload this evening. So do have a look, have a bit of a delve and a deep dive in and see all of those deals. Not just 12x12s in there as well. We've also got a selection of other sizes of cardstock for you too. £17.59 or $19.96. Cheryl says, yes, I'll be making Craig's box. Craig, I love the pin that your mum gifted to you, says Stephanie. That's the little elf badge he's got. I bought these Make and Send pads as an activity in aged care, says Kathleen Constance. Fantastically enabling the residents, so proud. Perfect for that. Honestly, those pads, I mean, that's a brilliant example. Great as well if you've got, I don't know, maybe you run sort of clubs or you're part of a group where you need to put on an activity. They are absolutely perfect because they're brilliant to do whatever your crafting ability. Like even this guy can do it. So do you know what I mean? Anyone can. We're going to have a quick break. Before we do that, we are going to very quickly just check in and see that our VIP is okay, crafting away. Let's go and see how Sarah's getting on. How are you getting on, Sarah? Is it all good? Is it a nice pace, or does Craig need to slow down, speed up, or what?
It's all good.
Oh, it's all good. Excellent stuff. Are you? Keep meaning to ask. Are you ready for Christmas, or you got any Christmas shopping to do? Any cards to make, or how's it looking with you?
More cards to make.
More cards to make. Okay. Have you got anyone special on your Christmas card list this year that you might be sending a card to? I think that's And have you written? Is there anything special that you want for Christmas? Have you got like a Christmas list or like a particular thing that you're hoping to get this year for Christmas?
More crackers, pie stuff.
Oh, more Crafters Companion stuff. All right, okay. Good stuff. Good work. I like that. There's always like the e-gift cards as well you can ask for. Then you can spend it for yourself then, can't you? Which is marvellous. You can get whatever you like then. But, oh, excellent stuff. Well, listen, it's lovely to have you with us. And don't forget, when you are making your Christmas cards, this guy. Yeah. We'll leave you to it for now, Sarah. Absolutely brilliant. Having a great time. We're having a brilliant craft along. If you're crafting along at home as well, do let us know if there's anything you want us to repeat or re-show. Let us know, and we're going to take a short break. So time for you to get your questions and comments in, and we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
what
how
does she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Hi, Cindy, who's joined us, says, I love box making. Well, this one is going to be right up your street. Rain's joined us as well, loving this project. Rain, of course, who's joined us on a craft along previously. Let us know in the comments as well if you've done craft alongs previously. I mean, we've done so many over the years now on our award-winning show. Let us know if you've been part of the award-winningness and how many you've done. I know this is Sarah's second, but let us know, yeah, if you've done it. Sandra says, I'll do this when the dies arrive. They were ordered this morning. Marvellous. So you can come back and do this at any time. And that's the message for everyone. This will stay on Facebook. This will stay on YouTube. So you can order the dies today, get them home, and then you can use this craft along later down the line. And Stephanie says, is there a competition at Crafters Companion to see who receives the most Christmas cards, Ben? No. There's no competition. No competition. I don't think. Anyway, it's just nice, isn't it, to receive a few cards.
It is nice.
Yeah. Have you made all your cards this year?
They're all made.
Are they?
Are they written? No.
Ah. See, I know I've said this. I keep saying this every week. I've got this amazing little craft box that we had on the theatre tour last year, like a little Sarah Christmas box, you know, fold and stick kind of thing. And I think, I'll sit down and do that. And every time I get it out, something else happens, and I never get around to it. So I've not started. I've not started yet, but I'm going to do one for you.
I'm doing one for you.
Actually?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. Jamie's asking if we're doing one for him.
Oh, sorry, my talk back must be good. Oh, sorry.
I think that's what he said.
So I can't hear. Well, shall we just carry on?
We better just carry on, Craig.
We'll just carry on, will we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Let's just carry on. Right, Theo. So just before we do those outer panel die cuts, let's do the centre. We just need to do the centre here of our panel. So what we're going to do is bring in a bit of purple, a little bit of the purple, and we're going to cut this one. Because this is, of course, for the centre, we're going to go in at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Bit of purple. And then we're going to come in with another bit of the actual Botanic Gardens, and we're going to cut that to 3 by 3. I wonder if I've got a bit that's big enough. Oh, just shy of 3 inch, but I'm going to use it anyway. So take your Botanic Gardens and you're going to cut it to 3 inch by 3 inch. And then that's then going to be our matting layer for our base. So let's bring that in, and we're going to pop that one on to the base. And then what we can do is when we can move on to the outer panels so we can start die cutting. So let's add that into there, and then add that to the base, into here, and then that is now our base done.
Nice.
So that's all the main mats and layers done. And you know what I'm like? I like white mat, so I like the white of the cardstock to be showing. If you don't, if you come back and do it later on, or you do it again after this craft along, if you want to make your mats and layers bigger so you don't have white cardstock showing, you can do, but you know that I like that white space. So let's flip this back over. So we don't need to put any pattern paper on the base because no one's going to see it. Can if you want, but what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to focus on these outer rectangles. So let's bring back in our guillotine. And I'm using, of course, couldn't do a craft along without mats and layers or without linen cardstock.
Yeah.
So I've gone in with my white linen cardstock, and we're going to cut 4 pieces. And these are going to be 2 3/4. So that's 2 3/4 by 6 1/4.
Okay.
So we're going to do that another 3 times. So it's 4 in total. So once again, we're going to come along to 2 3/4 by 6 1/4, and again 2 3/4 by 6 1/4, and then 2 3/4 into here by 6 1/4.
Okay.
So that's going to be our 4 panels that we can see here that we've got. Now within these ones, so once again, that's 4 of them, and they are 2 3/4 by 6 1/4 inches. And while we're here, let's do one piece, because we're going to cut into this one just shortly. This is going to be the actual lid. So the lid, and this isn't going to form the lid, this is going to go onto the lid.
Oh, I see.
So for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this to 3 by 3, so that's 3 inch by 3 inch. And what I mean by that, not to confuse you, that's not going to be the lid, that's going to be our actual panel that we're going to cut into. So that one was 3 inch by 3 inch. So let's move that out the way, let's move all that out the way. And then for these ones, if we take our 2 panels, so we're going to take, well, when I say 2, we've got 4, but we're going to do 2 and then 2. 2 of these, we're going to do confetti sprinkles, and 2 of these that we're going to do twinkle twinkle.
Yeah.
So let's take our twinkle twinkle, and we're going to position that into position.
With the confetti sprinkle?
With the confetti sprinkle.
Twinkle twinkle.
Twinkle twinkle.
Twinkle twinkle, confetti sprinkle.
Twinkle twinkle, just into here. I'll line these up, and then I'll just give another just quick recap of the measurements. So that's going to go round into there. So let's bring that into here. So when it comes to the actual linen cardstock, I'm going to actually twist that way. There we go. So we've got 4 pieces of our linen cardstock. So each of these I've cut to 2 3/4 inch by 6 1/4. So I've done that 4 times. 2 of them we're going to cut with our twinkle twinkle. 2 of them we're going to cut with the confetti sprinkles. You like that, don't you?
It just makes me laugh. I don't know why.
Twinkle twinkle.
Twinkle twinkle.
Little star.
No, confetti sprinkles.
Confetti sprinkles. And then we've taken another piece of linen that we've cut, and this one we've cut to 3 by 3.
Okay.
And then what we will do just shortly is we'll take a section of each bin and cut that in.
A bit of twinkle and a bit of sprinkle?
Yes. Bit of both. A little bit of both. So let's then go in with our low tack tape. And you can see the way that I'm positioning it is so that we're kind of going corner to corner. You can go in any direction that you want. You don't have to stay the same as me. So we're going to tape that in. And I'm going to stick with my junior plates because these will all fit within the junior plates. So let's do these two here. Now, if you've seen Wake Up Call this morning, you'll know that certainly with that linen cardstock, we don't need the magnetic shim because they're thick enough, and with the pressure with the Gemini, we can take out that magnetic shim. Please keep following along with all of the ideas, the suggestions that Debbie Robinson gives you about removing that magnetic shim, because if it didn't cut, just run it through again with the actual magnetic shim, but you can see that it has cut, and what that then does is that prolongs your plates even longer, Ben, because you are reducing that pressure. And as we can see, all of these bits have then die cut, no problem at all, without that extra pressure, and then therefore in the long run, as long as you flip and rotate, of course, your new Gemini plates will last you 3 times longer.
Yeah.
But if you remove the actual magnetic shim when it's not needed, then that just means it's then going to last even longer. So let's take these bits out. Now, of course, any other time, Ben, I would keep all of these little bits because these are going to be good for shakers, or as we said within Wake Up Call this morning, like the Monday to Friday tablet box you get for medication. You can get them inexpensively. So if you get them, and then these are going to be good for all of these tiny, tiny little bits that pop out. Ah, and the bounty, thank you.
You're welcome.
Glad that you keep giving me the bounties.
You got a stash over there.
Well, I've still got one of the bounty bars from earlier on.
Oh, Julie just brought me in the last of the Snickers. So.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, Snickers. Marathon.
Marathon.
That's what they used to be called, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. We're at an age where we remember that name. We Jamie, he won't know what we're talking about.
Starbursts.
Starbursts, yeah.
Opal fruits.
That are now opal fruits.
No, opal fruits are now starbursts.
Sorry, opal fruits originally, and they're now starburst, yeah. Yep. The name changes.
I think that's it.
I think that really is about it, isn't it? There's only a couple, but notice how they all went through spells of actually coming back with their original name for a short time. For a short time.
Anyway, good work.
Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome.
So there's our two. So we've gone in with our twinkle twinkle.
You got chocolate on the brain, you have? Twinkie.
Twinkle twinkle confetti sprinkles. You can see there. And we're going to do exactly the same with the other two here. Now, what was the way to say a moment ago is all these little bits, keep them because they're great for shakers. I would be doing that, obviously, if I wasn't against the time here in the craft along. But we're going to run that one through again. Doing this, these would still even fit in your MIDI, of course, and you would still get away with using these in your Mini as well. So if you've got your really small die cutting machine, then they would work. So let's take these bits out here, and once again, we're going to pop these bits. Can I just say how incredible our new Poke Tool is from our Essential Toolkit?
Yeah, is that still available? I think
we had it the other day, myself and Debbie, yeah.
It's good, isn't it, for the fact... Do you like it because it's easier to hold?
It's easier to hold, and I don't know if it's psychologically or what, but I just think it's sharper. It's got a sharper point.
Oh, okay. Well, it might have because it's got its own protective covering, hasn't it?
It does, yeah, and not only that, it's at a very slight little angle. It's not like at a scooped angle, but it's at a slight angle. So as Debbie was explaining the other day...
Great for getting the things off the back.
Yeah, So if you are like me that loves your double-sided tape... Now, although I don't have issues getting the back off, if you do have issues, these are great to get the backing off. So once again, so there is, we've got our two there, and then we've got our other two here. So yeah, the Poke Tool, great for the backing of your double-sided tape. You can still use it to get the backing off your foam pads.
Yeah.
I still use my picky fingernail.
Foam pad finger.
My foam pad finger.
Is that nail longer than everyone other than, is it?
Just slightly. So whenever I go and cut my nails, I always keep my my fingernail just that little bit longer, so that my index finger, so that I can actually take the back backing off. So that's my picky finger.
Picky
my
finger.
Picky finger.
He's the man with the picky
finger.
touch.
That's it.
That Essentials Toolkit is still available, by the way, if you want that.
Excellent. Yeah, it's definitely worthwhile getting. So let's take these little bits out here. I'm going to take the backing off for now. So 2 of those linen cardstock we've used confetti sprinkles, and then 2 we've used the twinkle twinkles. Now, when we go in with the actual confetti sprinkles, I'm going to go in with that circular part here, Ben, and I'm going to come along. So I'm just having a look. So I'm going to kind of go into there. Actually, I'm going to come this way. There we go, that's better. I'm going to go into there, and then probably, yeah, I'm going to leave it about there, and then I'm going to tape that down. I'm then going to come in with the twinkle twinkle. So this one here, I'm going to come in with this one, and then I'm going to position that into here. So if I bring that one in to here, I'm going to tape that down, make sure it's nice and secure, because I don't want the dies to jump. You can do this separately if you want to, by the way, but I'm just doing them both together, well secured with our low-tack tape. We're going to go in with our 2 plates here, frosted and top plate, run that through, and then what we can do is we can bring in our dotty tape runner, and we can add that onto the layer, and then we can move on to the actual chocolate wrap confetti border panels.
Cindy says the other good thing about the new Poke tool is it doesn't get misplaced as much either, being a bit chubbier. Great way to describe it. It is a little bit chubbier. Doesn't get misplaced as much. That's why I don't get lost. Kim on YouTube says Munchies, the mint version, changed their name, but I can't remember what to. I didn't realise they did a mint version of Munchies. I've got to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Munchies used to be in they were square chocolates, weren't they?
That's right.
In the little red packet.
In the red packet. Yeah. Yeah.
Zeffie says, Craig, you need a second vacuum to pick up just a little bit so they don't get mixed with the waste.
That's a good point.
It's a great shout, although the desk vacuum, I think, is out of stock, isn't it? I think it is.
I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, I check now. Oh, sorry, was that a no? The gallery was like, no. Oh, no.
Actually, do you know something? If you're not going to use these little bits, then yeah, the vacuum cleaner would have been a great idea.
Yeah.
Really good idea. But then look, so that's now our lid that we can see there. So now that I've cut that for the lid, I'm going to set that to the side because obviously we've not done the lid just yet. And then we're going to bring these back in. So let's go in. So this is, once again, there's our, what will be our inside. Let's turn it over, and then that's going to be our outer edge.
Nice.
And then we're going to alternate. So we'll do one of the confetti border that you can see here. And then I'm going to do them at opposite sides, and then we're going to go in with the actual twinkle twinkle, and let's add our dotty tape.
So if you go round from north, east, south, west, you've got confetti sprinkle, twinkle twinkle, confetti sprinkle, twinkle twinkle.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I've got.
So you've got your confetti sprinkle north and south, twinkle twinkle east and west.
That's right. Yeah. Doesn't have the same kind of nursery rhyme to it, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't. I'm sure you could come up with some magic, Ben.
Well, given time, you know, given time.
You'd be good having a nursery rhyme.
What, named after me?
Or
coming up with one?
As a song, just coming up with one, yeah.
I'm still thinking of doing something, something a bit Christmassy, maybe.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
That would be a really good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah, a little Christmas song.
What do you think?
I don't know.
You're doing it on your own, or do you want to help if you were to do it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm normally a bit of a lone wolf, you know, when it comes to the performance. But
to be fair, though, I know you're good, Ben, but we've only got what, just over a week.
A week to come up with something.
To come up with something.
But if anyone can,
Ben Man can.
Ben Man can. Ben Man! I'm Ben Man. You're Craft Man.
Sounds like you're saying I'm Bin Man.
I'm not a bin man. I'm Craft Man. No, you're Craft Man. I'm Ben Man, and here she is. Wonder Woman is here.
Here she is.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman is here.
Look at that.
Nice. Hey, have you just upped the Christmas jumper, Auntie? Have you been buying more?
No, this one's just, it's a bit big for me, this one, as you can see. But I've just sort of dug it out from the back of the cupboard. I've got a few ones I haven't worn in a while, so I thought it would be quite good today.
It's nice.
See, as we're doing cartload, I thought, look, Santa's got his sack full of goodies there. So I thought it tied in nicely.
Nice idea.
Is that a new one?
All the new Christmas jumpers, darling. All the new Christmas jumpers. Right. Who have we got doing craft along?
It's Sarah, our lovely Sarah.
Oh, I don't know if she can. Oh, she can hear. She can.
Yeah.
Hello, me dear. I can't hear you because I mean I've got to talk into Ben's microphone like this, and if I stand really close to his ear, I might hear what's in it. No, I can't.
No, you can hear it through the speakers. Yeah.
How's it all go? What's our Cradle Bagel making with you?
Yes.
He's making a box, aren't we?
Chocolate box.
Chocolate box.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yep. Yeah, all getting busy. And are you doing all right? Are you all caught up, Sarah, or do we need to get Craig to slow down again?
Yeah. All good.
All good. Excellent stuff.
Awesome.
He's doing a fantastic job. I've said Sarah is the smiliest guest we've ever had on the Craft Along.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. That's just because you've never had me on a Craft Along, but you know. I'm sure then you would be the second smiliest, Sarah. Oh, it's lovely to see you. Looks like it's going lovely. I like the look of that very much.
I know.
I also like Craig's good taste in nice books, and it's got another one in sat. I'm going off for a look at that.
He's going up. There we go. Go and have a look. Don't nick the chocolates. I know what's going to happen here. Go and have a look.
I hadn't realised they have chocolate. Oh, now I'm loving that.
Yeah.
We've got a little lid there as well. Fold them up. We've got a little lid in that.
I absolutely love
Great
that.
one, isn't it?
Yes, it is. This might be one of my favourite Craft Alongs.
Oh, hello. There you go.
There we are.
I love it.
An exploding sweetie box.
I'm not pinching. I'm not.
You can have one.
No.
You're being good, aren't you?
No, because if I have one, then that's what will be talked about. Oh, Sarah came into the Craft Along pinch the sweets.
Sarah, I will give you a sweet.
You all saw that he insisted.
Absolutely.
I did not steal. I tried to say no. But the rule now proper. So I'm having one and I'm going.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you will. You'll see us tomorrow. Be awesome.
It's so funny talking about superheroes. There she is.
And then she walks in.
Wonder Woman of Craft, and she's gone. There we go, in and out. Right. Wait a minute. Where we are now? What are we doing?
Right. So we've added our die-cut panels. So we're alternated. We were twinkle, twinkle, confetti sprinkles, twinkle, twinkle, confetti sprinkles. So Ben, when it comes to the outer edge, that is the outside done. So the outside of the box is done, that we can see here. So we're just going to go in there. There we go. There we are. So we're just coming. You guys will see it just in a second. That's okay. Sorry, I'm speaking back to James. Jamie sorry, he was just getting the camera into shot there, speaking back to him there. He was apologising. There you go. That's the outer edge of the box that you can see there. So all that we need to do now is, and I think if we can just have a quick break, just a quick break, and then we'll come back and then we'll do the outer panel or the inner panels.
Excellent. I'll tell you what, we'll have a quick break. I'll just quickly show you again, because I kind of feel like we've not shown you all of the dies again. So if I quickly run through the boards with you, and then we can have a short little break, give everyone time to catch up, give Sarah a bit of time, and anyone else who's got any questions to fire some questions in. Right. The Confetti Border dice. So the best way to go is to get the full collection. £48, $60 if you're a Platinum member for the full collection, which brings you the 6 that we originally brought you here on Crafters TV, and the 6 were on HSN. You're saving £35, $44. If you're Platinum, it's nigh on, give or take a few pence, a few cents, a half price deal. So all of these you're going to receive. And then you can choose, you know what, you can decide to do this project and use perhaps one of the different Confetti Border dies to which Craig is using. If you don't want to use the Twinkle Twinkle, Confetti Sprinkle, you can use the you can use the Laurel Leaves, you can use the beautiful autumnal leaves in there as well. And that's what I love about this. We've kind of got your foliage, we've got your florals in here. That one is the pretty petals. We've got something for all sorts of different occasions. occasions, and ones that you can kind of, use together. Use the pretty petals with the autumnal leaves. Use those beautiful dragonflies alongside the beautiful petals as well. There's your twinkle twinkle. Here is your confetti sprinkle. Then you're going to receive your spots and dots. This one is the party time, so that's all the balloons, the stars and that confetti. You've got the beautiful scattered flowers. This one is those butterflies. So again, imagine doing a project, maybe mixing and matching that up with your dragonflies. I think that would look amazing. There's your hearts. Valentine's will be here before you know it, so that's a handy one to have. And then you've also got your beautiful in flight, which is those stunning sort of like swallows, don't they really? But £48 or $60 for that set. And again, if you kind of need cardstock to go with it, or if you want to pick up any extra, go for the 3 for 2 that we've got on Cartload, because we've got a great selection, as you saw a little bit earlier on, of 12 by 12s. We've got glitter cardstock, got some of our mixed card packs as well. It is all there for you, so do make sure you have a look. We are going to have a short little break, and when we come back, it will be time to kind of put the finishing touches to this craft log. We'll catch up with Sarah as well, see how she's getting on. But in the meantime, get to the checkout. If you're crafting along, fire in any questions, and we'll see you back here in just a mo.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Welcome back, everybody. We have got, 35 minutes left on the show. So we are going to get cracking. We've got lovely Sarah as our guest, who will come back to in just a little while. But I can see her, because I've got loads of screens in front of me here, so I can see what's going on, like the all-seeing eye. I've just seen Sarah using my favourite tool of the moment, the desk vacuum, tidying as she goes, you see, crafter after my own heart. And Rain's just got in touch with us as well, saying I have 3 of the 12 by 12 neon dreams, and I feel like I don't have enough of that paper. Well, if you feel the same way, that that is still available for you. You can pick that up again at a brilliant price today. Right, 35 to go. What's the next step, Craig, on the project?
Right, what we're going to do, before we do those inner panels for the actual chocolate, let's do our lid. So for our lid, we're going to go in with our white multi-purpose. So we're going to cut our white multi-purpose, and we're going to go 5 5/8. Now, when it comes to this, so I'm just going to go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when it comes to 5 5/8, that is just over the 5.5. So it's actually in between 5.5 and 5 3/4 of an inch. So I've got my actual lid that we can see here. So once I've got my lid and I've got it cut to 5 5/8, what we're then going to do is we're going to come along and we're going to bring in our scoreboard, and we're then going to score at 1 inch all the way round. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do that on the lid side. So we're going to score at our 1 inch on the actual lid side. So we're going to score lightly and then a few times. So lightly and then a few times. We're going to go lightly and a few times, and then we're going to go lightly and a few times as well. Oh my gosh! Bounty. Whose cup is that?
I couldn't find a Crafters one.
You realise I have to be on brand.
Oh. Just put it under there. Is that the right colour?
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It looks a bit darker than I like it, but it's not just because of the colour of the mug. That's absolutely perfect.
Excellent stuff.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So there we go. Let's then fold these bits here, and then let's just then fold them back over. Did you not get a coffee? Oh,
Liam got milk for me. Ah, thanks. Oh, a bit.
Oh, what a guy.
What a guy.
What a guy. Right, I'm just cutting little tabs there. Just in case you wonder, Ben didn't get a coffee because there was no milk through our side of the studio, but our Liam has gone and got him some milk, so he's managed to get his coffee.
Thank you.
So he's there at
and
the
I'm
other
on
side.
brand as well.
And he's on brand.
Thank goodness for Daisy, the company cow. Milk on tap.
There we go.
Or on udder, rather.
So we've got our lid now. So for that was 5 5/8 by 5 5/8. So it was just over, as I said, that 5.5 inch mark.
Yeah.
And then I've scored on the box lid at 1 inch all the way round. Now I'm not going to assemble it just yet. What I'm going to do is if I go in with some kind of excess pieces, because we want to come along and we want to do our mats and layers.
Okay.
So we want to do our mats and layers. I'm hoping I've got, the way I've cut my card, I'm hoping I've got enough of the lilac. Let's have a look. So for the lilac, we want one piece that's 3.5 by 3.5. So I don't have enough lilac. Have I got a piece here? I've got, now it's not the same shade, however, it will do. So I've got a piece of lilac here. So it's just lilac, and I'm going to cut this one here. This is going to be cut to 3.5 by 3.5 inches. Then when it comes to that one, we're then going to bring in Neon Dreams. Now hopefully I've got enough, probably not. We're going to cut this to 3.25 by 3.25. I've only got 3 inch by 3 inch, but I'm just going to go with that.
Wait, we've got that pad floating around somewhere. Do you want some more?
Oh, yeah, could you actually? Yeah. Yeah. Because I want to do it the way that I'd measured it originally. Let's bring that in. So let's move that out the way.
I bet you haven't got
so that one. There we go. Awesome.
I'm fighting fires today, aren't I?
Thank you very much. Yeah,
welcome.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
So the lilac that we cut there, so the lilac here, this one is 3.5 by 3.5 inches. We're then going to cut our Neon Dreams to 3.25 by 3.25. So that will then get matted and layered onto there. That then is where our die cut piece will sit on top.
Yep.
We want to do the sides, we want to do the edges. So we need 4 that are 3.5 by 7 1/8. Now I know I don't tend to do like bits in a bob when it comes to measurements.
Yeah.
So therefore, because the actual lid itself, if I bring that in, the actual lid, the length of it is 3 3/4. So we're going to then come along. So for this, we're wanting a few. So that's 3 3/4 by, of course, our inch. So I'm going to cut that down to, and I'm going to go 3/4 of an inch that we can see here. And then I'm going to turn that around. I think I said 3, did I? Let's have a look and see in a second. No, it needed to be a bit longer. What did I say that was? So follow my own measurements. So 3.5, that's what it was. So ignore what I said there. We're going to do 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
By 3.5.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Do the right size card, Craig. Let's do it lengthways, it's easier. So that's 3/4 inch by 3.5. So that will then is then going to sit onto our edge that you can see there. So we need that, well, 4 times in total. So there's another one, 3.5. So let's bring that in. So it's 3/4 inch by 3.5.
Yeah.
There, and then I should just get one more out of it there, which I have done. So that is our lid. So let's move that out the way, move that out the way. Let's assemble the lid, and then we'll do those inner pockets for our chocolate. So these are going to go in with our actual straight tape runner.
Yeah.
So let's pop these in to here. So what we're wanting to do, it's always best, where possible, Ben, with any sort of box making or lid, you want to assemble the actual layers before you actually assemble the lid.
Yeah, so squashing it then, I suppose, isn't
That's the thing, yeah, and it just makes it easier sometimes to tally and marry up the layers when it's actually flat and not kind of like hovering in midair. So let's press that one in, and then let's go in with our strip into here. So these ones, these are simple Matson layers that can go on top of each other. That's going to go into there. Let's bring in our die cut top panel. Let's use our dotty for this one. So we're going to go round, work our way round, give that a good coverage. That we're going to then pop into the middle, and then back to our straight tape runner. That can then go all the way round.
Yeah.
That can be our top part that you can see there. And then let's stick with our straight tape runner. We're going to add our tape onto each of these panels here. Work these in with our tape, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to fold them over and press. We're going to fold and press. We're then going to then fold and press, and then we're going to then fold in and press, and then there we go. We've got our lid that you can see here, that if we then bring this back in,
does it fit?
Does it fit? Does it fit? Let's have a look and see. Of course it does.
Yay.
So let's just peel that back.
Like a glove.
Into there.
Or a box.
And fits perfectly.
Love that.
So what we're going to do is let's do that inner box, Ben.
Yeah.
We'll do that small box first because we won't get the decoration done in the time. So if I do that inner box now, and if I can at least get maybe 1 or 2 of the chocolate strips done for the inside, because it's all repetitive, then you know how I formed it and then how I've created it. So therefore, let's come in with our gold Centura pearl.
Yes.
Isn't that beautiful?
Is that glitter? Oh, look, glittery. Is it glitter?
No, no, it's just our normal gold Centura pearl.
Glittery from here.
Solar gold. Yeah, it's our solar gold Centura pearl. So yeah, that's the one that we've got within that one there. So for this, what we need to do is we need to then take our cardstock, and then we're going to then cut that to 7 3/4. and then 7 3/4 that you can see on that one there. And then we're then going to take our extra piece here. I'll go over that measurement again in a moment. And that one we want to cut to 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So if I take and move that out the way and bring back in our scoreboard. So that large piece of the solar gold, so this large piece here we cut to 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. Now for this one, because it's the box base, therefore it's going to go up to the box base side of our scoreboard. Now Ben, I find it really hard to score upwards when it comes to the box base, so therefore we're going to flip it around. So we're still on the box base side, but essentially I'm doing it upside down.
I know what you mean. It's difficult to score on the other
side. It's really hard. It's really hard because I want to pull down towards me. So we're going to come in at 2 3/4. So if we go up to 2 3/4 into here, so let's come on. So as I say, 7 3/4, and then we're going to go up to the box base side that we've got here, and then we're going to go in at 2 3/4, and we're going to do that lightly. And then we're going to do that on all 4 sides. And then we're going to then score, twist. We're going to do 2 3/4 once again. So this is going to give us a really small aperture box, but it's going to give us high sides. So there we go. So that once again, that was 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. And then on the box base side, so I've put it to the box base, and I've scored at 2 3/4 all the way round. Move that out the way for now. I just want to double check that that was 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. Yes, it was. And then for our actual lid, so our lid we've cut at 3 1/4. We're then just going to score on the box lid side. We're going to score at the 1/2 inch. So we're going to go in lightly and then score. Lightly and then score. We're going to go in once again, 1/2 inch lightly and score, and then we're going to go lightly and score. So now we've got our score marks. Let's come along with our bone folder, and on each of these we're going to give it a good burnish. So now we are simply assembling and creating a box like we would usually do. So we're going to pop them in. We're going to come along, and then we're just going to fold and burnish all of these.
Well, not random at all. A question from Stephanie. Is there a way to attach the lid when made so the lid won't come off unless you give it a good pull?
You can just wear, so for our lid, because we've cut that to 3 3/4, you could cut that just a mil or so,
a bit tighter,
a little bit smaller, still follow around at 1/2 inch all the way around, but just make the actual cardstock just a slim bit smaller, and then that's going to make it that little bit tighter. So yeah, if you want to do that. So if you want any of your lids to be a little bit snugger, then just make that a little bit shallower when you're actually cutting.
Okay.
And that's a way around it. And
I'm interested to know the reason behind that, but I'm nosy.
Maybe we'll find out.
Yeah.
Maybe we will find out.
Lots of love coming in as well. Louisa says, love the box, Craig. And Rhonda's just joined us saying, good morning, everyone. Geez, I've just woken up, so I'll have to go back and watch this. It's been a good one, actually. It has been a good craft along. A great project to have a go at. And as we always say, you can come back and watch this anytime you like, really. Pick up the goodies today. We'll get them delivered out to you. I think tomorrow's the last day, isn't it, for guaranteed Christmas delivery. So yeah, you can still pick these up, get them in time for Christmas, do a little project before the big day.
Definitely, yeah. You know when it's a little bit more detailed than what I usually do, Ben, because it's not like me that I'm not going to finish on time. I'll get the bulk of it done. You'll get the main concept of it done. It'll just be left for you to decorate and maybe do a couple of the additional panels. But as I said before, just creating that box style. Now, when we go and fold this in, Ben, your tab is going to be a lot longer than the actual side.
Okay.
So can you see that we are overhanging on that side there? So what we need to do with each of these ones, and it doesn't have to be exact or precise, we just need to chop, even just in halfway, Ben.
Yeah.
Each of these. That's going to stop that overhang. So we're going to go into these ones here. So let's then take our tape runner. So on these, what we want to do, we want to, of course, we don't want to trim it too small, because what this is going to do, and the guys are quite right in my ear in what they've just said, is going to create extra stability around the sides.
Yeah.
So don't trim it too small, because you still want to have that strength and stability. But if we fold that in, cross that one over, we're just going to then marry that one up to the side.
Yeah.
We're going to then fold that one in, marry up to the side, fold them in, up into place, pull that up so it's nice, neat, and then it's constructed well. We're going to press that in. I'm just going to use my fingers, work our way in. Take our lid. Now that one, we're going to add our tape all the way around onto these tabs. We're going to do exactly the same. We're going to fold that in. So we're just going to then go in at that 90 degree and kind of create that miter join and press them in there. Bring that into there. Press that in. I'm going to give that a really good press. And then there, we've then got our lid for our box that you can see. And if you wanted that to be a little bit snugger, then just cut it just that tiny little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Like we were saying there. So then,
that's a great little box just to use even without this
it is, isn't it?
bigger box, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. You could
that.
put tissue paper in there and put a number of things in there if you want to. But let's go onto the base here. I'm going to add my tape. You might want to use a wet glue if you want to. It's up to yourself.
Sandra just asked, would a walnut whip fit in the centre box?
Yes, it would.
Do you reckon it would?
It would, yeah.
They still do those?
Yeah, you still do them. Still do them. Yeah, still do them. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to try and not put my head in the way. But once you've got that lined up, I'm going to come in with something. I'm going to use my glue gel and press down. Then what you'd need to take into account, the depth at the side there, Ben, that's going to take that slight thickness when it comes to the bar panels. And then there's the inside that you can see here with our lid on. So there's all outside, there's the lid, there's that inner bit with the box, ready for a little chocolate. And then I think I'm conscious of time. If we take just a couple of minutes break, let anyone catch up, and then we can come back, and then I'll maybe get at least one or two of the inner panels done, and then you can do the rest at home.
Thank you to Stephanie. Says, thank you, boys. If I give the box to someone, I think the tendency is to grab the top, and the weight of the box with all that delicious chocolate would come crashing to the floor. I understand now why you need a tighter lid. And Casey Ward says, good morning, gents. Morning. I woke up to 5 inches of snow.
Nice.
I'm cuddled up on the sofa with the fire on, the fireplace, and my dog to the side, drinking my tea and watching you handsome men. Love it. Thank you, Casey. That sounds like bliss, that. Curled up on the sofa, front of the fireplace, with the dog. What sort of dog you got, Casey? What's the dog's name? We love dogs here. So, I think Charlotte, who I'm talking about as if she's still here. She left, didn't she? Charlotte, who used to be with us, her dad's just got a puppy.
Did you see the pictures on Instagram?
Oh. He's the cutest little thing. He's just put a post up on Facebook, and it makes me want to get another puppy.
Me too.
Oh dear, can you imagine? No, Ben, must not get any more dogs. Let's just quickly, whilst we just wait for the next part of the project, let's go and pop over, see how Sarah's getting on. How are you doing, Sarah? Are you all up to speed? Do you need to ask Craig any questions?
No, all good.
Oh, good. Is your helper still there, giving you a bit of a helping hand? Little wave. Are you enjoying this project? Are you enjoying this as much as the one we did previously, or did you enjoy that one more?
I enjoyed both.
You enjoyed both of them. I love that, you see. Great answer, great answer. And I can see, are you using slightly different papers to decorate yours with then? Ah, okay. And have you done the other side as well?
Yes.
Yes, there we go. There's the helping hand as well. We've got about 50 minutes. I think we're going to just about get there, aren't we? But as per usual, if you don't quite finish it, we can always you can always finish after, and you can tag us in any pictures, can't you, on Facebook?
Yep.
Excellent stuff. Brilliant, Sarah. All right, well, we'll let you crack on. It's going brilliantly well. Don't forget, if you are crafting along with us, let us know in the comments. We would love to see your pictures. And if you don't want to let us know in the comments, please send in any pictures after the show, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we'll try and show those at the start of Cartload later on. Casey's dog is called Charlie. What sort of dog is Charlie? Sorry, I love dogs. Right, Craig, next.
Rightio. So let's do potentially kind of like the main final part here. So we're going to take our white linen cardstock once again. Now we're going to need 4 panels. I'm going to do 2 just now, but we will need 4 in total, because 2 of the panels we're going to use spots and dots, and 2 of the panels we're going to use the party time. I'll at least do 1 of each for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut our linen cardstock to 3" by 3" by 6". We're going to do another one. So that's 3" by 6". And then what I'll do is, just while I'm here, although we won't use them, let's just do the 4 of them. So that's 3" by 6". And then have we got enough there? Nope, so let's do another one. So that's 3" by 6". And then that is our 4 panels that we've got here. Okay. And although we're going to do a little bit of water-based technique here, Ben, it's not going to be a lot, so it's not going to affect the linen cardstock. So we've got our 4 here, so we need to bring in our scoreboards. As I say, 2 will be spots and dots, 2 will be party time. However, for the time of the show, we're just going to do 1 each. So let's bring in our scoreboard. And on these, what we need to do is, on the box lid side, we need to then score at 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. So it's going to be quite tight, but we're going to score at 1/4 inch and then 1/2 inch. Okay. And this is taking into account those small thin bars that I've got. So we're going to do that onto the base. So that's 1/4 inch and then 1/2 inch. And then we're going to turn that around and we're going to do that again. So that's going to be 1/4 inch and then 1/2 inch that we can see here. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold these together. So essentially it's like a little panel slip that we're creating. I'm going to then fold these. So we'll burnish these ones just in a second. I just want to fold all these parts into place here. And then to make it easy, what I'm going to do is, if I take my scissors, and where we've got this little square join, I'm just going to cut that out. So I'm just going to cut that out, you can see there. I'm going to do the same into there and there. So then what we've got is we've got a rectangle panel that if we fold and burnish these ones in, this is going to be the little slit that we can then add our chocolate in.
Oh, okay.
So let's do that one.
How many have you got? How many did Sarah take? Just 1?
Sorry?
How many did Sarah take? Just 1 of the lint balls?
Well, the chocolate
this is for the bar,
lint
isn't it?
balls. This is for the bar. Yeah, so the lint balls or chocolate balls will go in that little box that we've done there.
So what have you got left? 2 balls?
So I've actually got more than 2 balls, actually.
Have you?
Yep. So again, let's take our next one. So let's take our actual strip here.
Jamie's asking, can you change this depending on the size of the chocolate bar? I think he's thinking of putting a bigger one in there.
Of course you could, yeah. As long as it fits within the size of your panels. Otherwise, you'll need to make your actual box bigger. But yeah, if you want to do some of your larger boxes, then of course, or larger chocolate bars, yeah, you could do. Again, as long as it actually fits into the exploding box, yeah, of course you can.
What bar are you putting in yours, Jamie?
I know, that's what I want to know.
A Kinder Bueno White is his favourite. I don't really know what that is, I've got to be honest with you.
No. You're not a Kinder Bueno, the white ones?
Is that as in Kinder eggs?
No.
Ah. But it's the same brand? Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, but it's basically what, a chocolate bar of the chocolate that you would have in a Kinder egg?
No.
Oh.
It's nothing like a Kinder egg. Nothing like a Kinder egg. Nothing like one.
No.
So let's take that one here and then burnish those. So there's our 2. So again, we would have 4, Ben. So what we want to do now is let's bring in our water reactive. So let's go fuchsia, then we're going to go parakeet.
Do you need any more of that first one?
I don't actually. I don't need to go back to the fuchsia this time. And then we're going to go with our lemon tonic here.
Oh, every time.
And then what we're going to do is we're just going to bring in our little water spritzer here.
Oh, yeah.
Paintbrush or water if you want to. Spritz that in. We're going to bring in our cling film.
Ah, this is where it comes in.
This is where it comes in, yeah.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to do individual colours, so I'm just going to break that up slightly.
Yeah.
So, or saran wrap, I think you guys stateside call it.
It's called what, saran?
Saran wrap, yeah. That's what they call it in Friends anyway.
Oh, okay.
When Ross is teaching Ben to play tricks on people.
Oh, does he put it on the toilet lid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an oldie but a goodie.
An oldie but a goodie.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to go in, Ben, and we're going to press that in.
Yeah.
And then lift. Let's take my next colour. It's going with a parakeet.
That's a really cool effect, that.
Press that in. And then we're going to then pop that in. So as you can see, I've taken a piece of cling film for each colour. Just because the thing is, if I contaminate the colour, Ben, I might get a muddy colour.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm just using a separate piece.
Oh,
and then, but like, I'll use these same 3 for all 4 panels.
Yeah.
So let's tap that up and then go into there.
Apparently it's plastic wrap. Susie says that saran wrap is like a brand name.
Is it a brand name?
Yeah,
Right.
so they call it, well, Susie says we call it plastic wrap at our house. Cling film for us in the UK.
Cling film for us.
Yeah, cling film.
And then let's go in with a little bit more of the yellow and take that off. Now, I would, of course, add more onto that one. I know we're running out of time, so at least get this one down. What we can then do is let's take one of them. So let's take the spots and the dots. And for that, we're going to then take my little circle. We're going to go into here. Now I'm going to go, so this is then just going to kind of pop off the top, actually. Will it go that? No, I am going to go. Craig, hurry up, you've not got time.
Decisions.
I'm going to come down that little bit further down here.
Okay.
I'm going to press that in. Don't worry about going off the page because it still looks quite funky when you're going off the page. We're going to bring in our plate and we're going to go in with our frosted and then our top plate. That one, we're going to feed that one through. So what I've done there with the cling film, I would do that for all 4 panels, all 4 of them. And then 2 of them I would cut with the spots and dots.
Yeah.
And 2 of them I would use the party time. So let's take that out. Let's then take that out. And with the finished one that I've done, Ben, is I've gone a lot more heavier handed with the inks. You've got that choice. I'm going to then fold that in. What I am just going to give it is a quick blast just to dry it off slightly. It's still a little bit damp, so therefore it's going to be a little bit flimsy in applying it. So just a quick blast, nothing too long, just to make that a little bit more sturdy.
Yeah.
And then that is all that I'm going to do. Let's just reinforce these edges here. Reinforce them. Let's bring in our base. I'm going to open it up again. And then I'm going to come in with my tape runner. And this time, Ben, I only want to do it round that one edge, not that inner edge, because then that's, of course, creating that depth. So just down that outer edge, I'm going to come down. I'm going to twist. I'm going to do it along the bottom. And then let's then take that one out the way, move it out the side, lift that one up. I'm going to, I know this, if Liam's watching, I know it's going to annoy Liam, but I'm just going to move that out the way just because it's a little bit too sticky for me here. So that's gone in here. And then what we're then going to do, Ben, is we're just going to then tuck that round. So I'm going to fold that in.
Yep.
I'm just going to sturdy that up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to eyeball the base just now. So when I'm looking at the base, and I'm just going to then press, I'm going to then twist and lock that in. And then once I'm happy, I can come in with the next one, fold that in. I'm just lining that one up. I want to get it as straight as I can on each side. If you want to use your tacky glue to then, of course, give you that little bit of manoeuvrability, you can do that. I'm going to go along with my ruler here, Ben.
Yeah.
Press that in. And then if I do take just one of the sweet bars, just for you to see that that fits into there. Let's bring that in. So if I bring that face on, Ben, that we can see here. So then this is then where you're seeing it that side. That also takes into account that depth between the box and then also that panel.
Yeah.
So then you'll do that on all four sides. We're going to lift these ones up. We're going to bring in our lid. And then that is your box. That's it created. The only thing that you need to do is when you cut out, once you've done the inking and then you've cut out the balloons, you're going to be left with inky balloons.
Okay.
So keep a hold of them.
Nice.
And the Simply Sentiments are from the Simply Sentiments that we've done, the stamp set that gives you the mask. And for the inner box that you see, I've used Stitched Fancy Edge. That, Ben, is for that top one there. So sentiment, balloon, little circles, and of course that little nested die matte layer, fold it all up together, and then if we bring that in with our lid, and then that's how it's going to look, just with a few finished embellishments there, and then that is it.
So, like you say, project pretty much, I know it didn't quite get completed, but you just repeat the steps that you've just done there basically to finish with the inside.
That's it. That's all that you need to do, yeah. And I will post all the step-by-steps up on my Facebook page.
How good was that? And I know, we didn't quite finish here, and I think it's probably the same as Sarah, actually. We can do sort of one final check. Not quite there, Sarah, I don't think, are we? Have you still got a few bits and pieces to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you getting on? Let's see where you've what you've done so far with your project. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that the main construction. So, I saw. Have you done the cling film technique? I saw you doing that. I think. Were you?
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. So still a little bit of work to do for you, but are you going to carry on after we've finished?
Yes.
And will you send us a picture or will you put it on Facebook? How are you going to do it?
Don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
Send picture.
Send the picture. Brilliant. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Thank you so much for joining us. We've thoroughly enjoyed your company again. Always brilliant to have you on. Thank you to your helper as well. There we go. There's the helper.
There we go.
Have you got anything special lined up for Christmas? Are you visiting sort of family and friends, or are you just spending time at home this Christmas?
I'm going for a birthday party.
Oh, a party?
Yeah.
Oh.
Birthday party.
Oh, birthday party. Okay, fantastic stuff. But lots to look forward to. And I guess you'll be doing a bit more crafting. So you've got all those Christmas cards to make as well, haven't you, before Christmas as well?
Yeah.
Do you want to say thank you to Craig? Because I know you've really enjoyed the show as well, haven't you?
Thank you, Craig.
Oh, you are more than welcome. Thank you so much for taking part. Loving seeing what you've been doing there. Cannot wait to see what it looks like once you're finished. And have a brilliant Christmas and a new year. Hopefully we'll see you on another craft along with myself.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Sarah. Merry Christmas to you and your helper, and we'll see you again very soon. And send in your picture. We'll show it on the next show. Absolutely brilliant, right?
She's lovely. I love
Such a great
her.
guest. such a great guest. And don't forget, if you want to join us on a future craft along, we're always putting up posts on Facebook. So look out for those, and then you can put your name forward, and we may pick you for one in the very near future. Absolutely a work of the heart, Craig, and a lot of engineering went into that, says Stephanie. But I see how it can be modified a bit if needed. It's been a brilliant craft along. Thank you so much, Craig. Thank you to you guys as well for watching. If you have created your box, make sure you do send us a picture, tag us in it, maybe if you're popping it up on Facebook, or like Sarah's going to do, send it to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we will hopefully show it at the start of the Cartload show, which is our next show coming up in an hour's time. So get there before everybody else does. Check out the deals. If you weren't with us on Wake Up Call this morning, you won't know that we've got 4 fantastic mystery boxes for you. We've got some 24-hour cracking deals and some fantastic card and paper deals for you too. So do check that out, and we will join you back here for Cartload in just over an hour's time. Until then, bye for now.